welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, İlham. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham arrived in the city of Sochi for a working visit at the invitation of President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. A bilateral meeting got underway between President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, and President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, in Sochi. Russian President Vladimir Putin welcomed President İlham Aliyev. They then posed for photographs. Greeting President İlham Aliyev, President Vladimir Putin said that this meeting was taking place at the initiative of President İlham Aliyev and Prime Minister of Armenia in Sochi. Noting that this meeting was important, Vladimir Putin added that the main goal was to ensure the implementation of the agreements made in 2020 and 2021, saying that President İlham Aliyev stated on a number of occasions that Russia played an important role in the settlement of the conflict, and currently a Russian peacekeeping contingent was carrying out its mission as it should. President Vladimir Putin expressed his gratitude to President İlham Aliyev for this assessment. Today we will be talking about the current situation and looking for ways of resolution for the outstanding issues. Underlying that the trilateral working group led by the Deputy Prime Ministers was established, Vladimir Putin added that they had advanced quite a lot on the resolution of issues which had been discussed 2 years ago. So we have to give additional impulse here as well. I know that the Azerbaijani side is actively working on this. The scope of issues to be discussed at the meeting is quite large, said President Vladimir Putin, and once more time welcomed President İlham Aliyev. President İlham Aliyev thanked Vladimir Putin for the invitation, saying that this meeting was dedicated to the regional issue. President İlham Aliyev noted the role Russia played in the signing of the trilateral statement, which put an end to the conflict of many years. Now it's time to discuss and take action in the directions of normalization of relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia. The head of our state stressed that previous meetings held on the initiative of President Vladimir Putin gave an impetus to the normalization process. Not too long ago, Azerbaijan put forward 5 main principles that should be at the root of the normalization process. President İlham Aliyev emphasized that the Karabakh conflict had been resolved 2 years ago, and there is no grounds for discussions in this regard. The normalization process requires serious steps. President İlham Aliyev said that we still rely on the role of Russia and Vladimir Putin personally in achieving these objectives. On October 31st, a trilateral meeting between President İlham Aliyev, President Vladimir Putin, and Prime Minister of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan, took place in Sochi.
President İlham Aliyev, President Vladimir Putin, and Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan held a trilateral meeting in Sochi. Speaking at the meeting, President Vladimir Putin said that negotiation consisted of the 3 rounds, first with the Armenian delegation, and then face-to-face with the Prime Minister of Armenia. Then we had the meeting with Azerbaijani delegation, which followed by the face-to-face meeting with the President of Azerbaijan. And then for 2, even probably a little more hours, the 3 of us talked, said the Russian leader. President Vladimir Putin said that a joint statement was agreed upon, even though certain segments of the text were removed. Nonetheless, President Vladimir Putin assessed the meeting as beneficial, establishing conditions for the future steps in the resolution of the situation as a whole. By as a whole, I mean both the events of the recent past and those that took place 2 years ago. Today's discussion suggests that we can also agree on the future of all our countries. When I say all our countries, I mean Russia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and all the countries of the region, because all people who live in this territory are interested in normalization of relations, Vladimir Putin said. The Russian Federation will do everything to reach a final and comprehensive settlement, the Russian president said. As agreed, we will be in contact, we will continue this dialogue, and we will continue to search for those solutions that are necessary in order to put an end to this long-lasting conflict, the head of the Russian state said.
October 31st, 2020, on the night of the 35th day of the war, the units of the Armenian armed forces, using various weapons, including artillery and rockets, subjected to fire the positions and settlements of the Azerbaijani army units in different directions of the front. Combat operations continued mainly in the direction of Aghdara, Khojavend and Gubadli regions. On the night of October 31st, a large number of enemy personnel and equipment was destroyed in various directions of the front. Armenian armed forces shelled the territory of Gubadli, Terter, Aghdam, Şam and Akçabadi regions with artillery fire. Eroded bones of a human skeleton as well as fragments of clothes believed to belong to a woman were found in the area of Zallar village of Kelbajai region. According to the information of the Prosecutor General's office, an inspection of the site was conducted with the participation of a forensic medical expert. It is assumed that the discovered bones and clothes belong to the person who was captured and killed by torture during the occupation of Kelbajai region by Armenia. The investigation is currently ongoing. The periods of absence of employees engaged in pedagogical and scientific activities are adjusted again. This was announced at the meeting of the Labour and Social Policy Committee of the Milli Meclis during the discussions on amendments to the Labour Code. Amendments to the Article 102 of the Tax Code were also proposed at the meeting. That article provides for the exemption of some sensitive categories from income tax. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.